Hello everyone. So I thought that for this episode of Say Cheese, I would just kind of express how my day went and what I learned from it. So just to kind of jump right on exactly what I mean, basically today I had a few setbacks, and each time something good happened after. So I started my day off, and I had applied for a position that I really wanted, only to get into work to find out that I didn't get it this time. As you can imagine, I was disappointed to say the least. But I tried to tell myself, well, it's okay, Ariel. You hear 100 no's before you hear your one yes. It's just not your time. So, that kind of put a bit of a damper on my mood to start off. Again, I was trying to encourage myself, but I was still disappointed to say the least. In the meantime, I know that I've been thinking to myself, like, you just came back with your Say Cheese vlog. You got to keep it consistent, so it's time for another episode. But lately, I kind of haven't really been feeling, I don't feel like being vulnerable. So it made it kind of hard. Even though I haven't really felt like being vulnerable, I know that it's part of the territory. So I know I have to do it. It's like, move forward. You got to. So with that being said, when I saw some of my peers today, they encouraged me to continue to vlog. And one even told me that don't even worry. It basically told me don't be worried or don't feel as though you shouldn't do it because you don't get everyone's support, because everyone's not always in your corner. Now, we're not going to talk about that part today. And then in the same breath, someone else who kind of had a negative perception of me when she met me, or at least she just wasn't sure on how to take me, said, she let me know that some people that might not support you are people that maybe just haven't taken the time to get to know you, which means you aren't for me. But with that being said, that you shouldn't stop any passion that you have. So I was like, here it is, some people that have actually watched my blog and like they're giving me true advice. Now y'all, I felt like that was the message that God knew that I needed, because my morning had already not started off well. So that was the encouragement to let me know you had a setback, but even though it was a minor setback and it was discouraging, I was still encouraged right around the corner to let me know that there were still other opportunities that I could excel in. So y'all, I'm immediately feeling better now. So I'm like, yes, like he's an on-time God. He just knew. I turn around, and so right after that, someone else happens to come up. They're speaking with someone else, but they, I guess, see me and recognize me and say, "Cheese, I really liked your last vlog." So y'all know now I'm grinning, because I'm like, wow, that is so awesome. Like, y'all just don't know how much I needed this. And the crazy part is none of them knew that I didn't get the position. They didn't even know that I applied. So then it's just like, it's just wonderful, because it just lets you know that I wasn't meant to be down. And that's one of the cool things too, because it lets you see how positive energy can wear off onto someone. When you put positive out, like it comes back around. All right, y'all, so I had the setback. I got brought back up, not once but twice. All right, fast forward, the rest of the day is going. Then I get an extremely angry customer. I mean extremely angry. And I know the job. I know what it feels like to be angry. So I'm trying to go through the motions of, well, not even the motions. I'm trying to go through the effort to calm her down. It ain't working. Y'all, when I tell you she cussed me out so bad, it was terrible. And it seemed like just that action, like when she got off the phone, like, I can't even lie, I teared up. Like, I felt like my heart was beating fast. Like, I felt like it really, like, I felt like it took me all the way back. Y'all have to know that is not my first time being cussed out by a customer, but I just think something about it today, it just wasn't a good time for it at all. So now I'm a little frustrated, because I was working on a goal today, and that call, not only was it rough, it was long. So I got cussed out and the call was long. Now mind you, I've been working on a goal today to not have any long calls. So that in itself kind of set back all my work. So me with my overthinking self, I'm like, man, like I was working on a goal. Like, you got to push forward, Cheese. You got to make it. But am I going to be able to do it? It's the end of the day. So yes, I did make it. I had all short calls for the rest. It was only like maybe 3 or 4, but at least they weren't 20 minutes. All right, so I'm getting ready to leave the building. And as I'm getting towards the door, someone says, "Hey, Cheese." So me, I'm always like, well, do I know you? But I didn't ask that this time. So yeah, he told me that I had helped him and given him some best practices, and he actually said that he used them in, well, he said he believes they work because he excelled at the job. I think they do. So y'all, I got to thinking about it, and I was like, wow, Every setback or anything that happened to me today that could have caused my spirit to just go down, God brought something. He immediately turned around and gave me a reason to smile and to believe in myself, and that everything is going to be okay, to move forward. I think if I had to choose what I would call this, I would say that our God is an on-time God, because that's exactly what he is. He knows what you need before you do. So that's basically it, guys. Don't ever let your circumstances for the moment determine your outcome in the end. We all have hurdles. It's all in how you clear them. We can all do it. Alrighty, guys, until the next time, I hope that something I said helped you or at least made you think a little bit. Any comments or questions, please let me know, because I love feedback.